coming up later on. Loh Kean Yew and Anders Antonsen will do battle. There's some tasty potential matchups here in the final. That's the trophy they are fighting for.
On court 1, men's singles, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, Thailand.
Well, it's a good crowd in here, and there's going to be fantastic partisan support for him. I'm not sure how many Singapore fans are on here, though Loh Kean Yew is universally popular wherever he goes. It will be hard to find too much support for him in here at the Nimiput Stadium.
Loh Kean Yew, Singapore.
Well, there's a good response. There's a decent response. I think these guys know their badminton. They know what this man can do on his day, and I have to stress that, because on his day he can be absolutely anyone, as was evidenced at the World Championships back in 2021, including Victor Axelsson and Anders Antonsen as well.
Hi.
Now this is going to be interesting in the head-to-head between these two. They've met 7 or 8 times, let's say, excuse me.
Red color and black color.
They recently met the Asian Championships. Kunlavut won that.
It's black, your choice.
It just shows you how dominant it is in favor of Kunlavut. We'll give you more detail on that shortly, because we're going to just find out a little bit more about these players. So we start with Kunlavut Vitidsarn, who's 24 years of age, 173 centimeters tall, from this very city, Bangkok. He's number 2 in the world. That's his highest ever ranking. He is an Olympic silver medalist from last year in Paris. He's the current world champion. He'll get to defend that in Paris again. That'll be fun for him in a few months' time. He's also the Asian champion at the moment. Leyland Shi, he beat Angus Kalong. What a match that was, 92 minutes, and it was so tight at the end. He had a big comeback in that. And Kenta Nishimoto, the 6th seed, was far more comfortable, though it still took well over an hour. So he's had 3 very long matches. 4-time junior champion as well between 2017 and 2019. And on the World Tour, he has got 5 titles to his name, including this year's Indonesia Masters. Loh Kean Yew is 27, 175 centimeters tall. Born in the north of Malaysia, in Penang. Moved to Singapore as a young boy. He's currently 11th in the world. He did hit the top 3. That was in November of 2022. As I mentioned earlier, world champion in 2021, Asia champion, silver medalist in 23, bronze medalist this year. He's had a much easier time of it, you would say, going through. 1 long match against Rasmus Gemke, who won in 3. He was a little passive at times in that one. The other 2 matches, very straightforward. He's going to have to play a lot better, I think, than he did against Gemke. Lakpriya Edirisinghe of Sri Lanka is our umpire.
Ready to play?
Service judge is Ali Abdul Karim of the Maldives. He's won 4 titles to his name, Loh Kean Yew, including last weekend's Taipei Open. He just seems to have turned a bit of a corner in recent times. He beat Chow Kian Chun in 3, wasn't really tested till he got to the final, had to hold his nerve. I think something like 4 or 5 match points that he squandered before he got there in the end. Kim Ji-hyun, you may have just seen there earlier, she's come over to the Singapore camp a few months ago. Appointed as a national singles coach. Takes over from Kelvin Ho, who's now overseeing the national training squad. And Yeah, just a very different approach now. And the fact that he's hit 2 finals in the last couple of months might indicate that he is now maybe feeling a lot better. He last won a title about just over a year ago at the Spain Masters. It's a big noise in here.
Kunlavut Vitidsarn serve. Low ball. Play.
This could be a long match. Though also the last few times they've played have all been very one-sided in favour of Kunlavut. Now, I must tell you that the one match that wonderful work at the moment from Loh Kean Yew, but how well did he do to get under that one, Kunlavut? Loh must have thought he was on the way to winning that point. Good power. Well, he's so quick and sprightly, Loh Kean Yew. That's what causes a lot of his opponents' problems. I was just going to tell you about the head-to-head. Well, Loh Kean Yew, the last time he beat Kunlavut Vitidsarn was 10 years ago at the Thailand International Challenge. That's a lifetime ago when they were both juniors. They've also met here, the Thailand Open. 6 years after that, their first match after that Thailand International. Kunlavut won it in 3. That was in the opening round. And Kunlavut has won basically the next 7 matches in a row. He's become a bogeyman for Loh Kean Yew. They met in the Asia Championship semi-finals last month, so that's the only time they've met in a semi. It's a good shot there from Loh. The very contrasting styles. Loh Kean Yew, quick, scampers around, wants to kill off points. This man here, happy to rally, eke those points out if needed. He's probably got the patience on his side. Happy to play the waiting game. That's a stark contrast to his opponent. So there's no doubt with the rankings, a head-to-head, the form, I think, maybe in Loh's favour perhaps, but no doubt that Kunlavut is the man in favourite position here.
3-0. Thank you.
Well, it's a good start in this match. 3-all. Yeah, it can't be easy when you've lost 7 in a row to the same player. They played at Southeast Asian Games level, World Championships, Malaysia Open, India Open, Indonesia Open.
3.
Kunlavut just in front, but look at how they're battling away already. That's good, that's inside the line. Brilliant.
Service over. 4-0.
Each and every point getting cheered on.
5-4.
They're so good in this net area. Kunlavut Vitidsarn. That is the power that he can deliver. As I said, that's his aim. He wants to finish this off, kill it off quickly. He knows he doesn't want to get really into too many rallies with his opponent, who has a very decent record here at this event. Again, it's the shot around the net area. Look at that. The angle and where he plays it from. Look at that. Fantastic work with the wrists to generate the power. Yeah, he was won in 2023 and then semi-finals in 2024. Prior to that, never got beyond the early rounds. So Kunlavut really starting to create waves at his own tournament. That should be out.
Service over.
Sing Ji-hyun is very much about being in your ear, constantly talking. She's had a lot of success.
Thank
with,
you.
Team Thailand, actually, in the past.
Players back on court.
And also, notably, with PV Sindhu in the past. So it's a big coup, really, for Singapore to have gotten hold of her services. It's gone just a bit long.
Service over. 8-6.
The power, the sheer power takes that over.
Service over. 7-8.
Yeah, he just apologized for that. Deft touch, nice variation from Loh. Oh, what a that backhand. Brilliant. From Vitidsarn. He can kill off points too, don't you worry about that. A little pirouette as well, just to complete it. Enjoyed his celebrations as well this week. Kim, not impressed. Yeah, no chance of
Service over.
Kunlavut getting to that.
8,
I
9.
was just telling you about Kunlavut, and a very decent record here at the Thailand Open. He beat Loh Kean Yew in the final in 2023 from Hong Kong, China. Won it very comfortably that day. Oh, it's a wonderful retrieval there. This is turning out to be quite the rally. Loh, I think, will be disappointed with that. He was pushing Kunlavut. Hits the top of the tape there. Kunlavut did really well there. Look at that from the smash. Had to get really low down.
Check the board.
Now this wasn't really enough height on it, and I think had that gone over, he would have got the point. He knows that's a missed opportunity. Forced error. Yeah, he's not had any luck in this tournament, Loh Kean Yew. This is his best ever performance here. Never got past the opening round, would you believe? In 4 previous attempts last year as well, opening round. Steepling smash, and he goes through the interval with a 3-point lead, which he enjoyed right at the start of this match. It's 11-8 in game 1.
Hold on, 20 seconds. Hold on, 20 seconds. Coach, return your chair. Coach, return your chair. Eleven, 8. Play.
Good start to this match. It's been some, I was about to say, some high quality stuff from both of them. That's not the greatest shot you'll see. And this is now the biggest lead that Vitidsarn has had. Now remember, we've got some drift behind Loh Kean Yew. That's not necessarily a bad thing for someone like him who wants to play his smashes. He's just got to be very accurate with them. Sometimes he can't play fully through, and I wonder whether that also played a part in that point a little earlier where he ought to have got the smash over, and he probably would have won the point, but it crashed into the net because he also just got to hold back a little. Can't play right through it. Oh, wonderful return. Now, could he have, perhaps again, is he just holding back?
Service over. 13-9.
Here, knowing perhaps the conditions, could he have killed that off? That's a great return from Vitidsarn, reacted well. Pornpami Chochuan, by the way, has beaten Supanida Katong in the women's singles semi-finals. She will be in the final tomorrow. There's another chance there. Loh Kean Yew.
14-9.
There's been a few of those, hasn't there?
Low. Thank you. Thank you. Right there.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I think now it's a very decent lead of 5 points for Kunlavut Vitidsarn, who's The last thing he wants is another long, drawn-out affair here today. A man who won the Indonesia Masters. He's got to the quarterfinals of the Malaysian Swiss Opens. It was surprisingly out in the second round of the All England. The opening round of the India Open has not been a decent year for him, not incredible by his standards. Well, Loh Kean Yew at the moment is
15-9.
his game is being littered by unforced errors in the last few minutes. The man who won the Taipei Open last week, got to the final of the Germany Open, semis of the Asia Championships. It's going to be out, so it's
16-9.
a very good run here. Four points in a row for Kunlavut. That's a great backhand. This is better from Loh, more measured. Doesn't make it over. Well, he was quite happy to rally that one out. More often than not, it is Kunlavut winning these longer rallies. And it didn't make it over. Right on the top of the net, he knows it. That's a good run here. There you go, 45 shots. 5 points on the trot now for Kunlavut. I was just telling you about Loh Kean Yew's season so far. Quarterfinals of the All England and India Opens. Early exits of the Malaysia Open and the Indonesian All Masters.
Play.
It's been an okay season for him. Not bad, actually, Loh Kean Yew, but right now he's made about 4 or 5 mistakes in this run of Kunlavut's. It's really helped the Thai's cause. Just clips the net there. And again. Can't finish it off. Much better shots with the stop drop. Good deception. Played by Loh.
So it's over. 10-17.
Yeah, I'll be a lot happier with that.
Thank you.
They're still 7 points behind. Doesn't convert that. It was there for the taking, perhaps.
So it's over. 18.
Well, there are some Singaporeans in the crowd. Not too many. There they are. And right now, waving the flags, but their player is struggling. Just a little too late to that one. But it was there.
Thank you.
This period has not been good.
Use your foot.
And it was 12-8. Basically, actually, if you go back a bit further, it was 9-8. got 9 of the last 11 points. Kunlavut Vitidsarn just accelerated at a very important moment just before the interval and carried on. Well wide. Just a reminder that this would be regarded generally as the less preferred end, where Loh Kean Yew is at the moment with that drift behind him. So he'd be a little bit more circumspect of playing some of the bigger shots and some of the clears and lifts as well. I do think it's a little less drifty than perhaps it was in preceding days. And then he has gone long again. It was a very belated challenge.
It should be immediately. Too long. No, I already pressed the score. 20.
Loh said, I was just turning around and then I asked. Yeah, I think it was maybe just a... I have sympathy for the players in that regard as to how long they have to make that. But anyway, first game point, he had 10 of them, Kunlavut, and he has cruised this. Reminder, it was 9-8 at one stage, and he's won 12 of the last 14 points. So very, very good from Kunlavut from just before the interval.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Second game. Low ball, play.
Well, this crowd is certainly gobbling all of it up at the moment, the way that Kunlavut's playing. Now this would be the end where Loh Kean Yew, in theory anyway, should be able to hit more freely his shots, play through without too much fear of the drift. Conversely as well, that's where Kunlavut has to be a little bit more watchful. Also a little bit of sideways drift. That hasn't been so much of the issue. But there's no doubt there's obviously in the recesses, somewhere in the recesses of Loh Kean Yew's mind is the fact that he's never beaten this man in senior competition. And he's got, you know, just not been able to get one over him really.
Loh Kean Yew challenges.
Well, I thought he touched it, but maybe it was after it hit the ground. He looks across, he's asked for a challenge. Let's have a look here. Oh, great challenge. I thought he touched it, but he hadn't. That's a very, very good call.
Service over. 2 all play.
Yeah, quickly dispatches that.
Service over. 3-2.
At the moment, the net is proving to be his biggest adversary. Loh Kean Yew, with no disrespect to Kunlavut Vitidsarn, but that seems to be the biggest problem at the moment. He has netted a lot of shots. And already Vitidsarn starting to put himself in a commanding position. He's adapted to things very easily, very quickly. That's good, that's in. He left that, he almost kind of thought that was going to go out. That's better, that's more like it from Loh Kean Yew. He just hasn't had many winners, has he?
3-6.
Therein lies the problem for him. He struggled to get those out.
Thank you. Kunlavut, check the board.
Just about staying in that one. Having some fun. I mean, that is Loh Kean Yew for you. He's kind of a little bit of a joker, likes his fun. I'm afraid there's nothing too fun about things at the moment. But he's got that kind of happy-go-lucky approach. It's very popular with the players and also with the fans. Has he got that killer instinct though at times? That's what's the question's been asked. It's all going Kunlavut's way at the moment.
Pull out, check. Check the board.
Well, he's got to do something here. It's already a 5-point gap.
Thank you.
It's going to be very hard to come back from that. I think continues like this. That's gone long. Remember, that's the little bit of drift that we talked about.
4-8.
Oh, he's done so well there. Fantastic reactions from Kunlavut.
Service over. 9-4.
Well, he's had a couple of those now, hasn't he, in this game?
Service over.
Few and far between, but he needs more of those.
9.
He's throwing everything back that's coming at him, Kunlavut. It goes straight at his opponent there, who can't really get out of the way. And I'm afraid at the moment those Singapore fans don't have too much to cheer about.
Thank you. Kunlavut, back on court. Low, build the shuttle.
This is going extremely well for Kunlavut Vitidsarn. Who has won 81% of his matches in 2 games. That's absolutely tremendous. And he's leading by 6 here. Having already taken the first game, he looks like he's going to continue that stat. As of now, it would require something quite special here from Loh Kean Yew to drag himself back into contention.
Coach, return to your chair. Coach.
Pull out. Eleven, 5. Play.
Really good shot from Kunlavut, and he follows it up again.
12, 5. Thank you. Line judges.
Oh. At the moment, very little is getting past Kunlavut. I told you earlier, 80% of the time he wins games, he wins matches in 2 games. And it only dips slightly to 79%. He wins an overall match after winning the first game.
14-5.
Is that good?
Loh
That's
Kean
being
Yew
challenged. There was a similar one like that
challenges
earlier on,
team.
which he won on the challenge. I think this one was in. I think there's problems here for Loh Kean Yew. Yeah, it's very good.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 15.
Wow, it's a whopping 10
play.
points now. Just cannot see a way back for him. Well, he desperately needs that, but
Service over.
he needs a very, very big run here.
15.
Loh Kean Yew, after losing the first game, goes on to win matches about 55% of the time. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that trailing by this many points.
7-15.
Yeah, this is hard now. Really tough for him, but he's had a couple in a row here. This is
8,
probably
15.
his best run of points in a while now, I think. Yeah, he's not had 3 in a row till now, but still needs to keep going. Oh, he's so quick to it. Kunlavut.
16-8.
Just too good. Kunlavut Vitidsarn
17.
hammers that back. It's the right kind of height, right in the slot. Thank you very much, says Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
Service over.
Well, he
9.
has not had any
17.
problems with either end, it would appear that he's very comfortable. Again, it's a middle run that's done him in a bit. Again, when it was around the 9-point mark, it was 9-5 at that stage. And he went on that 6-point run. And that's not gonna, luck's not on his side today for sure. That net has been
10.
very, very tough for Loh Kean Yew.
Quickly. Find the court. Thank you. Good Lord, take the board. Thank you, Lionel.
He's nearly there, Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
19-10.
I tried to deceive him there. One of the longest rallies we've had in a while. Great shot there. Oh, it's out.
Loh Kean Yew challenges for
Loh Kean Yew is challenging after that. Looked a really good shot. Shattered, doesn't he? Oh, it is. It's a good shot, just about. Fantastic. It was a really, really well executed shot, though. Let's be clear about that. He's having a laugh, so is Kunlavut. I think they're appreciating that moment. As I said, there's a real playful side to
19.
this man. 38 shots. He surpassed his last game's total. Points total, Loh Kean Yew. Still well behind the pace here as Kunlavut sets up 9 match points.
Service over. 20. Match point 11. Service over. 12-20.
Still a long way there for Loh Kean Yew to go. And Kunlavut Vitidsarn has just beaten Loh Kean Yew in a huge fashion. That's 8 wins in a row against this opponent. His 14th final of his professional career. And his 3rd semi-final victory in a row, dating back to the Korean Masters at the end of last year. His 4th one in a row, I should say, including the Asia Championships. But he was just too good today against Loh Kean Yew, who's all smiles against his buddy Kunlavut, who just, let's face it, blew him away today. And he's really playing in good form, and he'll be happy that he's at least done it quickly today. There you go, mutual respect and admiration from these two. They are good buddies. So the reigning world champion, the top seed here from Thailand, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, beats Singapore's former world champion, the 5th seed, 21-10, 21-12. He's done it in only 43 minutes. Kunlavut awaits to see who he plays in the final later on between Loh Kean Yew and Anders Antonsen, because that is exactly our match coming up next. The 8th seed from China takes on the Danish 2nd seed. Well, as I said earlier, we are steamrolling through these matches today here in Court 1. It's the HSBC BWF Thailand Open 2025. We've had one men's singles very quickly completed. What will happen in the next one? Loh Kean Yew, the 8th seed from China, takes on Denmark's 2nd seed, Anders Antonsen. The winner of this match will play Kunlavut Vitidsarn, the #1 seed here from Thailand, in front of his home crowd. That will be a daunting prospect. You saw how good he played just now against Loh Kean Yew. Let's see what happens in this matchup.